Now, if we go back to CoinMarketCap and we go and search Zen, let's talk about the price and let's talk about where it's at today. So it's at 0.000000151, and you can see the market cap is only $17 million. Now, that is a micro cap, okay? And the fully diluted says only 5 million. But the truth of the matter is that there is not a lot of liquidity with this crypto project. And what that means is, and this is just for the Ethereum chain, that it can both pump and dump and be a lot of volatility. So if you look at the chart here, it just looks like a gigantic straight line down. But if you zoom in on the monthly, you can see more sideways action. And if you go for the yearly chart, again, it just looks down and to the right. But let's get into more of what the chart really looks like and what happened literally back in March. Now, I was sharing this back in March, and I ended up accumulating and buying in this area and selling up in this area right here. I actually made a post on Instagram about this, and I ended up gaining approximately a 10x on my money. So if you're not following me over on Instagram, make sure you do so, because I made over $100,000 in crypto doing this. And if you scroll down, I will share with you that post. I believe it was this one here. Right here, how I made $100,000 last month simply trading crypto. Here is a screenshot of the results in USDC, and this was that chart of Zen. So I post things in real time over on my Instagram and all my other social media. So click the links down below. Follow me everywhere because it's more free information for you. And this stuff is so time sensitive that I'm talking about. You don't want to miss it, because if you do, you could be missing out on a 10x like I just shared with you. So what happened then from Zen? It was up 10x. Now it's dumped all the way back down, approximately 85-90% again. Now, this is where I've started to accumulate, and this is where I've started to buy right now today. Because even if it goes down lower, again, maybe another 20 or 30%, back down to these lows, that could happen. So prepare yourself for everything. I believe in the future that Zen could go all the way back up to these huge numbers. And this is where you could see something like this. Crazy, crazy numbers. My target would be right around up in this area of approximately 0.003 at an all-time high, maybe up to about, not this high, maybe right around here. Okay, that's 76,000% gains. That's a 76x from the time of this recording. So why do I think this could actually happen? Well, first off, the market cap. Second off, when the bull market starts, you will see, and there's a lot of tools that they'll help you show this, but you will see, according to tracking all this data, and here is the Zen dashboard. This is zenturbo.io. This is so much data and statistics, it will make your head spin a little bit, but I'll try to break this down for you. You can see the burning list and the amount of burn that is happening since Genesis. And what happens is that new protocols come on and they burn Zen. That lowers the supply because there's a lot of minting, which inflates the supply. But then there's a lot of burning, which deflates the supply, which then is how you get a lot of these really big numbers and potentially numbers going up and to the right. Now, that's one of the game theories. The other game theory, though, if you go to Zen Monitor, you'll see the estimated gas costs right now. The GUI is at 18, so that's really actually pretty low. So minting right now would only cost you $5. The claiming cost would only cost you $2. But if Ethereum and Bitcoin, like we're starting to see with Bitcoin, start going crazy, then the network starts being used more, the Ethereum network that is, then you start seeing higher gas costs, then you see people not actually minting, and actually that, again, is another way that Zen doesn't actually inflate because nobody's minting it. So if you were to take a look right now, if you were to go the maximum term that you could mint, which is 455 days, you would have a decent little profit of $38 for every little bit that you've spent here. So let's say I did this for a year, 365 days. I would be in a nice $28 profit. The average, though, is 87 days. So if I were to do 87, I'd basically be breaking even. So no one's really going to be doing that and wasting their time on that because it doesn't make sense to just break even on something. You want to earn more money. So people who are minting today are probably going to go at least like 250 days out, maybe, 150, somewhere around there to get some profits. But that all changes if the GUI increases. So this is where there's a lot of game theory, there's a lot of strategy, and this is what I teach you in my online class about what to do. And there is no anyone can tell you what to do. It's just about researching in theory, and then you have to make your own decisions here. But I'm going to share with you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm buying today because it's number one, $100 is a small amount. But number two, when it comes to minting, I don't want to wait 300 days. I'd rather just have some now. If the bull market starts tomorrow and things go crazy, I want to have exposure today. So I'm willing to pay because either way, you're going to be paying for minting. So I want to have some mints and I want to have some paying. Now, for this portfolio, I'm just going to be buying it and holding onto it and seeing what happens. But another thing that I really, really like about Zen is that you can stake it and you can earn even more. Now, if you click on Zen NFTs, this adds in a whole new game theory to buying and accumulating Zen. So these Zen NFTs, a lot of them have already been minted. This one you can see is down 77%. And the reason why is because they're asking 30 ETH for this, but yet the Zen burned with the combination of the Zen estimate, which will be coming, is actually a lot less in value. So this is only $4,000, where they're asking $53,000 for the Zen NFT. So to me, you have to really pay attention and look at, all right, maybe is it worth purchasing this? Maybe is it not worth purchasing this? This one right here is up 37% because they're asking 2.5 ETH, but the estimated Zen, which will be coming out in approximately a couple hundred days, is going to be worth more at the time of this recording. It could be worth even more in the future. So this is where you have to do your research and figure out, okay, is it worth this amount? Well, here's one for 1.55 Ethereum. But in order for you to mint one of these for this amount of time, it would actually cost you less Ethereum right now, but you'd have to wait longer. And there's a lot that goes into this, okay? And that's why I'm sharing it with you and trying to explain. But in order for you to really grasp this, you have to spend the time at it. You're not just going to wake up one day and go, all right, I'm going to buy this Zen and I'm going to sit on it. If you want to just do that, that's fine too. You don't have to play with all these games and these NFTs and all these other things. I like to do it because it's fun. But what I'm sharing with you is that there's more to this.